sitting here thinking, oh, what could I possibly need extra for the last bit of the last like 2,000 um, experience? It's the last outpost. I just upgraded. I need to upgrade this thing. Should also note that I am not yet going to, because I know people are going to ask, but I'm not going to sell any of this stuff yet. Because I don't really need the stock bills that much from there. Plus, I can just gamble them. And by gamble, I mean doing actual stocks. But, anyways, I gotta do final level on the reconstruction HQ. So we're gonna go here, and then we're gonna open the message. See what's going on. Finally get that final level in. The final outpost level.
The construction of the geological probe seems almost complete. This project might shape the future of Valley 4. Let's go and take a look, Entman.
Yeah, we have a final outpost level currently available in the entire game.
This is a mess. I thought Crow said they're almost done with the geological probe.
The local crew seems to have run into some trouble. But I don't see Dean or Clavel around. Aren't they supposed to be leading the work? Let's talk to Mr. Crow and learn more about this.
So, like, I've finally done Refugee Camp, Infestation, and this is going to be the last level for Construction HQ. And I did a lot of work in order to make sure that I could do the Sky King Flats construction side as well. To level 2 at least. I don't think this is the last level. I think we are going to get more prosperity levels for this, which is going to be really nice when I finally get a fucking Wuling character. Because I don't own a single Wuling character. You can look in this list, and you'll see not a single character here is actually from any Wuling faction. And it's so annoying. There are only, I think, 2 in the entire game. I'm pretty sure it's just, at the moment, Li Feng and Alish, and I don't have either. So, like, and I'm pretty sure that's the only faction I don't have anyone from. So, like, that's the only one that could be prosperity increasers for this area, for the Wuling.
Came to check on the geological probe's progress, but the entire work site appears somewhat disorganized.
That's primarily because probe construction is just one step away from completion. However, we have yet to verify the parameter set and data samples of the surveillance unit. The entire crew is exhausted by the task.
What about Dean and Clavel?
They started arguing first. People got them to cool off before moving on with their jobs.
I knew it.
The 2 boys learned nothing from their experiences and made a fool of themselves.
Nevertheless, we should try to fix the problems with our surveillance unit.
Don't worry, Supervisor. If the siege gets out of control, I'll step in and get it fixed. But now, I don't intend to interfere or help them out of their mess.
So, you actually know how to get everything done. Then...
I actually want to let them achieve spectacular success on their own. But look at them. My generation was built different. Some of us got back from the front lines to walk floors that had no materials. We ended up making our own equipment by taking parts of the lathe. This generation has a serious problem. They bicker and complain. They don't know how to work as a team. Worse, they strut around with a sense of useless pride. I would have taken care of this on my own if I were younger. I wouldn't even need 2 inept fools of apprentices to take care of this job.
The way you said that really sounds like a Sherfu we had in Tanjian Hall.
But they'll be running Valley 4 one day. This disaster really changed me as well. Young people like you will be running the show. We even changed the Utuk order. No matter how hard we try, I guess it's time to pass on the baton. The apprentices may have plenty of issues, but they're gifted in their own right. That said, they must learn to solve problems on their own. If another disaster like the last one strikes again, they'll have no one to count on.
I hope they will appreciate all the work you've put in for them.
Them? Appreciate my work? Well, just sit around. They'll be crying for help soon enough. They neglected too many details. The first activation of the probe will involve a certain degree of danger. But I didn't remind them this time.
Aren't you worried about accidents?
Don't worry. I won't risk this if human safety is involved. Since the admin is with us, we can afford to wait before giving them help. Let them have a taste of their mistakes and learn from it.
Fine.
Yeah, as long as it can't get too out of hand, it's fine to let them like sort of come across the issues themselves. Oh, I thought we might be able to talk to Ardelia. There are a lot of NPCs you'd think you'd be able to talk to, but can't. I was kind of upset that quite a lot of the NPCs in... Oh, this is just a other thing. It's just a speaker I hadn't actually opened yet. But I was sad that in the original refugee camp, a lot of the NPCs, like important ones, can't be talked to. Like Daniel and stuff like that. Yo. What is it? Sure. Okay, I was about to say, how the heck does this work? I didn't realize because this one has a... do that, so I can put this back down here. Oh, interesting. How did that work? Ooh, we need 2 up here. So this has got to be something like this. There we go. Oh boy. Oh, tunneling midworms. Hi. There we go.
Brave with me. Much better now. Good work, everyone.
Oh, son, I thought the probe had done something. Turns out midworms are being annoying. Huh. There's so many nidworms. Oh my goodness.
Your end awaits.
Shield guards, formation.
I was expecting to do all this fighting.
Much better now.
Oh, they didn't activate the thing because of it actually used the thing. Yeah, second.
Watch out, get back! Watch this! Focus on the fight. I'm feeling better. Leave it to me. Take your end.
I hate these area effects these fuckers do. It's so annoying. It's hard to actually stay outside of the range of it.
Textbook maneuver.
Bonk. As expected, 2 fights in a row.
Ah.
Cool. I was not expecting to have to do combat. I was expecting everything to take place within the actual area, so. This place overall is actually quite cluttered, though. Oh, I guess I'm actually out of teeth. It's all just ice now.
Wow, this actually looks super impressive. You two turned out to be pretty professional at this.
We wouldn't have been in that mess if we'd had proper samples. What? You're the one who messed up the parameters. I reminded you that the testing environment of the samples might change, and I could totally fix the parameter issues on my own. And you're blaming me? I was the one who helped you churn out those parameters. Well, you promised that you'd find some proper samples. In the end, it was my replacements that solved the crisis.
I 100% would be like, hey, you two, shut the fuck up.
Why are you...
Hold on, what's happening? The geological probe isn't doing anything.
What? Let me see. What by Talos is wrong this time? This isn't supposed to happen. It's strange. Endman?
Enough! Both of you! Can't believe you're still asking others to take care of your problem.
Professor Crow,
Done explaining already, Dean? It's been years, and you never bothered changing that unruly personality of yours. You're always rushing straight into things without thinking about the consequences. True, you might get rewarded and things work, but the losses are just as great. Consider yourself lucky if you only take property damage, because the way you do things has a chance of inflicting serious injuries. You can't bear the losses. No one can. You gotta learn how to smash the brakes before you actually hurt somebody.
You're right, Professor.
And you, don't just stand there and go.
I'm sorry.
There are times when Dean is actually right. You gotta take a bold step forward in scientific research. You can't make a progress by dancing around in circles. No one can predict what we'll be looking at in the future, and no one can solve everything with the same old ways. Be cautious when you need it, but when you need to be bold, do not hesitate.
I've learned my lesson.
I appointed the two of you to lead the geological probe construction project because I want you to help each other out. You two should be covering for each other's deficiencies. I thought you learned something from the disaster. But what did I see? Boys who won't stop bickering, who go running off to the Endmen for help. This is the final stage, and you still want others to clean up your mess. How am I supposed to let you lead the reconstruction of Valley 4?
Professor Crow.
You're lucky. You still got me and the Endmen around to sort out your bloody mistakes. But what about next time? If you run into another disaster of the scale, who are you going to turn to? I've submitted applications to assign you to the Originium power plant. You'll be taking over my job and that of all Daniels. No one will be around to help you, and you won't be getting any lessons from anyone.
Wait! Professor Crow! What about you? We can't do without you, Professor Crow.
Just look at your sorry lot. How am I supposed to hand over the mission of rebuilding Valley 4? I only have 6 more years to go. Don't let let me catch you stirring up trouble again.
But... Okay. We'll make full use of these 6 years.
Follow me. There's still the final step for constructing the geological probe. The crew really worked hard for this.
I like how much these like outpost stories focus on like NPCs and not on actual playable characters. Oh, and now it's actually moving. Let's go.
Wow, it's moving.
The geological probe will constantly release various isotopes, sound waves, and penetrants underground. The data we gather will help scientists speed up the healing of the local ecology.
I'm really looking forward to seeing this place restored to its former glory. When we first arrived at the power plateau, the place was already in ruins.
That's a real shame. The plateau used to be a scenic location. Don't worry. We'll do our best and make the plateau more beautiful than ever before.
With time, the land will slowly rejuvenate and remediate itself.
If we don't have another blight disaster, which could absolutely happen by the end of the story.
Mr. Crow, how do you think Valley 4 might change in the future?
How do I think? If these young people are in charge, the future looks bleak. But no matter what happens, it's the youths who will be building the future. I myself want to see Valley 4 getting better. If the people in the valley live stable and secure lives, that'd be good enough for me.
Perhaps it won't be long before these young people start to impress you. Right, Professor?
I don't know why she calls us Professor.
I sure hope so. But the future of Tellus too. Now that will be decided by you, Anfielders.
I wonder who will become the outpost leader now that Crow's gone. There we go. Valley Outpost Builder. Okay, I can finally add that to my profile. Oh, it's already there. I just gotta move some stuff around. There we go. Oh, actually, hold on. There we go. Perfect. I have two trimming metals, which is nice. I have the trimming metal for... I forget where it actually shows up. Yeah, I now have the trimming metal for Valley 4, which is raising all outposts to the max level. Can't currently do it in Wuling, since, you know, we only have the one outpost at the moment. I also have the other one. I forget where it actually shows up. Oh, it's here to study sales. And one single cargo selling action to achieve a cargo selling price that is at least 500% higher than the average holding price. I've done that a few times now. It's not too hard to hit that one, but it's nice. I haven't actually got anything new in here. But now I've finally hit the max level. Without depleting the Valley 4 stockpile. Yeah, I don't know if this will ever increase, but at least I don't know if it'll be for Valley 4, but it'd be pretty interesting if it did. Yeah, finally finished the whole thing, which means even the this version, yeah, it's gone. Which one is it? Huh. Weird. Does it still show up there? Oh wait, I think I know why. Nope, it's not in here. I have no idea. Never mind. Yeah, I don't know where the rest of it is supposed to be from, but whatever. I'll say I'll get it eventually. Yeah, I've hit some pretty insane levels. I've hit some pretty insane levels in my brain just completely stopped working. I don't know what I was gonna say. Oh, there. Not sure what to do right now. I guess I can just continue going, grabbing the ball leaf that I need.
Oh, wanna come snowboarding with me?
Still need... Yeah. 5,
Looking, where are we headed? Come on!
The path ahead.
10,
Contemplation.
15,
Operator Pro.
20,
Who's due for some bad luck
25.
this time?
Such a pain in the ass. I don't know what to do. I kind of just don't really know what to do with these now, because like I can sell to all of this stuff. Also, nothing new is added here. That's funny. Like I can sell stuff, but I'm only going to be selling like this stuff. The rest of the stuff I'm going to keep large amounts of, just for in case I need other things. Whenever we get to whatever area is going to be after Wuling, I'm definitely going to want to keep a shit ton of batteries on me, because batteries are... I need to have a bunch of batteries for when they come out, so that I can actually... So you can actually do space. So that I can actually start putting stuff in those areas without having to worry about over power things, like actually needing power. Because generating power inside of the regions is usually pretty tough. But if I just have enough batteries on me, it's just no problem at all. Fuck, I'm so close. I still can't get in. Why I can't get in here? Neat. Okay, who's the leader now? I don't think it's Crow. Or is it still Crow? It is still Crow. That's funny. Where are Dean and Clavel? I don't want to see where they are. This place is so much more crowded to walk around in. It's got much bigger buildings in it. Did the buildings change all that much? I don't feel like they did. Are we standing by here now? Oh, Ardelia's here. Oh, okay, they are back over here. Ardelia's also here. She's messing with all along here. You can actually see it moving now. I'm stuck. Yeah, it's quite nice. I have no idea why it's doing that. I think that's a glitch with the lighting system. What is this thing? I actually, I didn't really notice these giant purple things until today. What are these supposed to be? What are these actually? Oh, the other dog ran away. Wait, here you are. Where? Yeah, now I think I'm almost completely run out of things to do in the game now, which is quite impressive. I never run out this quickly. I already got like 170 hours in this game, so I can mostly just kick it back for a while. Here. Oh, so close, man. Oh, I don't think it's possible though. But like there are some people complaining and wanting stuff about like what is it? People are trying to ask for endgame content. I'm like, the game does not need endgame content. None of the games do. The endgame content people want is just hard content. Like, if you want difficult stuff to do, go play another game. I think the game's difficulty, like everything that it has, is overall really good. And actually, like, I love that there were difficult fights that didn't actually feel super, especially in retrospect. In the moment, I was annoyed, but like in retrospect, are actually really fun. Like all the bosses are actually really cool, and all the other hard enemies. Right now, I just need to work on actual stats. So. That's the problem, different problem entirely. Like, it doesn't need any of that stuff. As for characters, I'm mostly just waiting for Rossi and Mifu. Those are the two characters I want the most. If Tong Tong ends up being really good for Mifu, and she might, we have no idea, but I'll probably go for her as well. I mean, I made Mifu my character, even though I had a custom banner that I made for the channel. I made Mifu my banner anyways now, because I really can't wait to use her. I hope they do. I really am interested to see how they go about gauntlets, because each game that uses this style of combat always does different things. Like, especially in the games that actually have like weapons. Genshin decided to make all fisticuffs characters catalysts. They're just called melee catalysts, or at least that's what we call them. And then in Wuwa, there's just gauntlets is just itself a weapon type, because they knew people would want them, and they knew they were probably going to design them anyways. So they decided to make it its own weapon type. And then in here, I'm really interested to see what they do. They could do the same thing that Genshin did and just make it like arts units or maybe some other weapon type. We'll see. But they could also just add new weapons entirely. Zenless has been good about actually like adding new actual character types. Genshin's only added thing ever was just the Dendro element itself, which was just added afterwards because they finally like had a way of making it work. They never added new weapon. They never added new weapon types though. That's the thing. I don't think Wu was. I think Wu was been the same 5 weapon types from the beginning, but I do feel like this game could add more. I don't think Arknights has ever added entire classes, but what they have done, because the classes mostly just told you what they did, not it's some more similar. Closest thing it is to is the I would say closest would probably be Honkai Star Rail's path system. It just kind of tells you what they do generally. But one thing they never added new like roles, but what they have done is added sub roles. So I feel like they could do something like that here. Like with weapons maybe, or like I feel like they could add new weapons, because I don't know when the Fortress Defender is my favorite class in the entire game got added, but I feel like they could add new weapon types entirely. Gauntlets I feel like is one they could add retroactively. The problem is adding stuff retroactively always has some big issues. I think the biggest problem is like shows themselves in Zenless and Zenless and Star Rail, where in both games, after they got new like classes added, there were some issues following it. For Star Rail, adding it was both the same issue actually, in both Zenless and Star Rail, which had the Rupture and the Remembrance classes added respectively. Both had issues with viable things, but I think this game, like for example, there weren't enough light cones. The Remembrance light cones just straight up do not exist at the moment because they just haven't had the chance to add enough of them. You know, because they had to add an entire new path retroactively, meaning it's one of the only times where they've actually changed, like when characters had specific path interactions, they had to actually change descriptions and stuff, which is something they pretty much never do outside of like typos. Like stuff like that, and they actually had to change it. It's not something that's really set up to do with them. And the Rupture class had the same issue. There was no like really good Rupture W engines. The only Rupture W engines when Yishuan released were the like craftable 4-star one, which was awful because it was attack percent, which like every Rupture character scales on HP. So it's like, why is this a thing? The effect itself isn't bad, but the substat, why is it attack percent? I literally gave her a Defender W engine because I needed the HP substat. And then you have you had only two others. You had Yishuan's Signature, and then you had the Battle Pass one. So, not the greatest. But this game doesn't really use that same type of thing. They could easily make new weapons, because the weapons in this game are fairly simple. Like, rarely do you find a weapon that has a specific, unique effect, like this one, which has the Originium Crystals effect, but it also just works with solidification anyways, which is very similar, so it works anyways. Both solidification and Originium Crystals are the same, it's just that Originium Crystals is just an effect name that exists solely with the Administrator. So, yeah, it's really easy. Plus, when it comes to the stats themselves, you don't have to worry about specific stat increases because it's just attribute boost, some form of percent boost, and then an effect. They probably will have the easiest time actually adding new weapon types out of any game I've ever played. Any gacha I've played. And I've played a lot, trust me. I've played dozens trying to find which ones were good and what was actually like, you know, made me want to actually replay them and continue playing them. And like this game I think has the best potential by a wide margin for adding new stuff into it. The closest is probably the path system because, well, it's at least somewhat viable. The problem is always going to be the light cones. But I'm excited to see what they do. They could both add new roles as well as entire new weapon types. I'm really excited to see what they go with. They could even add entire elements. Who knows? I don't know enough about the actual elemental damage in Arknights because it was added. Elemental damage was added at some point while I was gone, so I don't know anything about it. I know like 2 characters that have anything to do with elements, and I can't even name them off the top of my head. I have like 2 characters in my entire like operator list. But we'll have to see. I am interested to see if they ever try to bring back recruitment. Recruitment is a very interesting mechanic in original Arknights, and it's one I'm actually currently trying to do with as much as possible because I really want Bagpipe. I saw that she used. I saw some art of her, and I realized she uses a gun lance. I was like, want. All of the like ranged lance weapons, big want. I love the cannon lances and the gun lances. The cannon lances especially, they're so cool because there's just these huge hulking monoliths on one arm. that shoot literal artillery shells. I am interested to see if they do that, because there were a few recruitment-only operators in the game. I'm pretty sure I own every single one of them. And like it was really fun to go for them specifically. Not to mention, it was also just a good source of the while you weren't pulling, they were a good source of certificates. The certificate system, of course, works a bit differently here, though. It's mostly the same, but it's a bit different. Anyway, that's enough yapping for me. I'm really excited to see what comes up in the game soon. I'll probably make my first edited video about this game. I think my channel is going to be mostly this game now. I absolutely love this game to bits. It is probably my favorite game on release ever. It's absolutely incredible. I love this game. I'm really excited to see where they take it. Unlike some people, I actually have a lot of faith in the Arknights devs. I love Griffline. I just cannot wait to see what Griff brings us this time. Please let Mifu be playable soon. I really want her. But also make her playable soon, but also make it to where I don't have to, where I can still save pulls. Once I get Gilberta, I think I'll stop pulling for this entire version, and I feel like I'm gonna get close to that. Yeah. There's not anything in particular I want though, other than like seeing what they do with the new weapons. It's the only thing I really want to see. I'm not really expecting too much, but I'm also expecting a lot. I'm hoping that people won't complain about stupid shit and then cause stupid changes. Looking at you, Star Rail players. Just don't complain about character rarities, or I'll fuck you. Just don't do that shit. That's what's caused the 4-star drought. Don't complain about character rarities ever. It's stupid. It really is. Every rarity has its ups and downs. Every single one, always. Anyway, that's all I have for now. It's enough yapping from me.